Podcast off-season edition, episode 2. It's the only podcast good enough to pull an absolute Tom Brady on all of you and retire for 2 weeks. Let's freaking go. We're back. We're ready to go.
Well, this is technically episode 3.
This is technically episode 3.
We had the
Last time did not
takedown.
work.
It froze.
At 5 minutes. It just wasn't great.
So we were like, yeah.
We just won't do it, and then everyone will just think we're slacking. And it's only
Kind of
halfway.
were. I mean, kind of.
Yeah,
I mean,
this is the Brady retirement, bro. We build it down only to build it up. The only difference is we didn't lose Gasell, so let's go.
Gasell. It's
Gasell.
Giselle.
No, Gasell's that animal, right? The deer thing that runs like in the.
That's a gazelle.
Isn't that what I said?
You said gazelle.
I don't know what the heck
know.
we're talking about right now. Anyways, it's the off-season, baby. It's cooking up. Not really. Aaron Rodgers still debating retirement, still debating going to the Steelers. We have no idea what he's doing. But
just retire.
Retire.
I don't even want him.
That's your
at this
QB1
point.
you're talking about, bro.
Let's just
Don't
rock with
disrespect.
Mason. Let's just rock with Mason for this year.
Don't disrespect the guy who's taking the team.
Draft a guy.
Draft
You got your receiver. Draft a guy in the first round, and
Yeah.
let's go at it.
Who do you want for quarterback at the helm next year? A bonus clip. Ooh.
Like, I would take Cam Ward. He won't be there.
Yeah.
I really like Quinn. But
Third,
like I would take what's his name? Dart?
Yeah.
I would take Jackson.
He's gonna be the dude that there's always that one dude that gets super hyped up right before the draft.
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
But if you look into it, all those guys typically don't get enough time to develop.
Right.
So I'm hoping I don't even care if we don't see him all year. Let that dude just sit. If we take Dart, I don't care.
You guys got Rudolph, you should be good.
Put Mason in there. I don't care if we need to go out there in free agency and pick something else up.
Bring back Kenny. Let's freaking go.
Nope.
That's conflict right there. You don't even know what your opinion should be at that point. All right. Anyways, like picking your kids. Anyways, we're sticking.
He's not
with
my kid.
The AFC.
He's my lover.
Wow. Okay. AFC North. We're sticking there. How about those?
Those
Cincinnati
small hands
Bengals?
can do something. What?
The Cincinnati Bengals.
Bungles.
Making some moves, signing pretty much their whole team, meaning Burrow, Chase, Higgins. They got over half the cap tied up into those 3 players. Do you think this is a smart move for them to sign both Jamar Chase
retarded
and T. Higgins in the same breath?
Why?
In the same hour.
Stupid.
Let's hear it. I think you love this move. Let's hear it. I'm excited.
So dumb.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I did not see it coming. I don't know.
I don't think anyone did.
No, this is not
including
smart.
Bengals fans. Like, it's just dumb. I mean, you have Trey Hendrickson who wants a new deal.
You're not gonna.
He ain't got no money.
Yeah.
If so, he's going to be your entire defensive worth.
Well,
which he already is, but
right. yeah.
That's not good.
Well, him and Sam Hubbard, who retired. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. I think with the Bengals having the problems that the Bengals have, this is a crazy move.
Yeah.
The Bengals, who were literally known last year for having a great offense and having an awful defense.
That's going to be their identity.
To spend money on their offense.
That's going to be their identity for the next 4 years now.
Yeah. See, okay, is it me or have the Bengals never had a defense? I feel like
they've never.
I mean, every time the Bengals are good, it's because of their offense.
Early mid 2010s, they had a solid defense.
But who? I feel like there's not
Geno. You had Burfitt.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
They had a solid, secondary.
I feel like they're never known for defense.
No,
ever.
but that was probably one of their best defenses that they had besides
I forgot about Geno.
2-3 years ago when they had a great front seven and they had Bates in the secondary.
And Eli, dude. Eli's out there cooking. Eli Apple. Okay. Yeah, I don't like the move. I think this is dumb. I think this is so far the dumbest move that has been done in free agency. A team that is their only knock last year was that they couldn't stop anyone, decides to dump all of their money and just run it back. Pretty much. That's what they're saying. Because if you're looking at it, the defensive player that they are looking at is Trey Hendrickson, who was already there last year, and they did the same thing.
He wants out too.
I think Joe Burrow is just better than this, bro. I don't think you need a top 1 receiving core to just march out there every week and try to win games. I think Burrow and Jamar Chase is more than enough.
Needs defense.
Yeah, and they could have went and got
Or an offensive line.
Go get McCole Hardman, dude. I mean, McCole Hardman goes to the Packers. The Bengals could have went out, got a speedster. Now you kind of have to pay attention.
Is Christian Kirk still available? You can go out and get Christian Kirk, who's a solid number 2 guy.
Cooper Kupp was available, bro. They signed him for 18. You just signed T. Higgins for 27. What are you doing?
For 4 years.
Yeah. They're tied up. They're down bad. But they just did it to themselves so quickly. They could have traded T. Higgins, got great value for him.
I'm here for it, though.
I am, too.
If you want to have an ass defense, go have an ass defense. I don't care.
Especially, like, with the AFC North, you have to have a good defense, bro.
Oh, yeah.
That's the identity of our... This is why the Bengals are always, like... They're always that one odd man out in our division.
We can finish...
We all three have the same identity, and then the Bengals are just over there winning 85-86.
For the most part, any team minus the Bengals could finish 500 to above 500, have good playoff chances with the team that they have as of the defense.
Yeah.
Offense, I mean, yeah, they have a great offense. They probably have the best offense in their entire division, but they're going to have the worst defense in the entire league.
And... The teams you play the most are going to have some of the best defenses in the NFL.
Yeah.
So, like, the teams you're playing twice a year, you have great offense, but we all have solid defenses to stop that. The Bengals never do anything against the Browns. They don't do anything against Pittsburgh typically. And Baltimore, they usually get in the shootout.
Unless they have their backup quarterback in. If they have their backup quarterback in, we're screwed.
Bro. Yeah. All right, so we pretty much agree that we just hate this. We think this is an awful way to do it. This is not the move I would have made. I would have done this so differently. But maybe they know something I don't. I have no idea. Anyways,
Zach Taylor's the helm.
Yeah, dude.
Ass.
We don't question Zach Taylor, bro. He was 9-8 last year. Let's go.
Yeah, he made it to 1 Super Bowl.
He beat the Cowboys, and that's the only
4
reason
years
he's above
ago.
500. All right. Anyways, we are moving on. This is such a different kind of topic going on here. We're debating right now. Are you ready? So.
Yeah.
We tend to agree on a lot of subjects.
Sometimes.
There are some things we don't agree on. There are some things we do agree on. We both can agree, and I would hope that everyone would, that Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback in the National Football League's history.
Yes.
But who is number 2? Let's hear it. I want to hear it. I want the second best after Brady. We're flipping it. You can pick, and then I pick, and then we'll see if it's the same. And if it's not the same... Oh, hell's gonna break. All right, let's go.
Tails.
It's heads, bro. I'm gonna start off. This is... I don't know. In the eyes of many, this might be a hot take. I don't think it's a hot take.
It is.
It's not, dude. I got Mahomes.
I don't know.
Look, he's not done. I get that. He's got more to do, and he's gonna, and I understand that too. I just can't think of another... There's just not another person right now that has done more and is better in the football realm than Patrick LaVon Mahomes II. Yeah. I don't know. I like what he does. He already has the achievements. He already has the accolades. The stats, the only reason they're not there is because he's got 7 more years left. And if you look at averages, they're better. So... I don't know. I have Mahomes at 2 all time. Who do you have as the second best quarterback in the history of the league?
So for Mahomes, top 3, I'll give you that.
Top 3? You think he's 3rd?
Yeah. But the guy Peyton Manning is number 2.
He's not, dude. He's not.
He
He's
is
not number 2. Why? Like, in what way though? If you're just saying longevity, I get that because Mahomes.
No, I'm not like. The reason why I don't give Mahomes a number 2 is because, like, I get it. He's not, like, I think he will be. I think he has a good argument to become the GOAT when he's all said and done.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. He's not done yet.
Right. But
as of right now, he's not number 2.
He is.
He's not.
He just is.
Peyton Manning, was able to control the defense on the field. Like, he could read anything on defense.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
It says 14-time Pro Bowler.
Correct.
Okay, and I get that. Mahomes hasn't been in the league that long to get to that.
And they don't put him in the Pro Bowl because just don't know why they don't. Like, Mahomes should have been in there this year, but instead it went to Bo Nix.
I mean, he's a multi-year MVP.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, so, are you talking Mahomes right now?
Well, both of them.
Okay. Yeah.
But Manning has 5.
Right.
Mahomes really, like, he's been kind of not himself the past, 2 years now?
I don't know.
I'm just saying, when Manning was in his, 7th year, he wasn't having down seasons like that.
Manning had Marv, dude. Like, Manning always had a guy.
So does Mahomes. He's got Kelsey.
Kelsey's 52 years old. He's getting 800 yards a game. If the number one target,
he had Tyreek Hill and Kelsey. Then he had Kelsey, and then he had a great running game. Then he had a great running game.
With who? Pacheco?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. They won the Super Bowl. But this year, bro, if we're critiquing this year, I just don't see it. If you look at the numbers from when DeAndre Hopkins joined that team, they're some of the best numbers in the league. But we critique from the first 8 weeks where he had Rashee Rice who tore his ACL. Granted, it was Mahomes that did it. But and then he was having Worthy who didn't know what a sideline was. So I think it's unfair to compare this year when as soon as he had a receiver that has played football for more than 8 minutes at the professional level, dude thrived. And D-Hop wasn't even in for half the snaps, but it was still such an improvement because he actually knew what to do. I don't know. I think it's hard to judge that.
I think giving him the number 2 spot is such a if you gave Brady this team though.
Brady's won. I'm fine. Brady's won.
But that's what I'm you're saying that he's almost won.
He is.
And
he's completely almost won. But
that's so insane to me.
I'm not saying it's close though.
Brady, Manning, and then I have Mahomes right here. Okay, that's such a far leap from 2 to 1.
I agree with that. I'm not saying he's gonna be the GOAT next year. I think he's got years to be the GOAT. But I'm saying
I think he has years to be second.
No, he does not, bro. How? There's nothing that Peyton Manning has done that Pat hasn't. And if we're talking about talent, it's not even close. And if we're talking about audibles, sure. And if we're talking about duck commercials, sure, I get it. I get all of it. But I just think in the sense of talent, in the sense of eye test, Mahomes already has more rings. Mahomes was also not really carried to any of his rings. Manning was carried to both of his rings. There's just so much there where Mahomes is doing it. The only thing that Mahomes doesn't have is the ability to have played for as long as Manning did.
But I think that's what gives Manning the edge.
So if it's
all of his said and done numbers are legendary.
I get that. But Mahomes' average year by year already is. And he already has more Super Bowls. He's not there in MVP because for whatever reason they just go with the new shiny toy every single year and Mahomes is just sitting back there as the best quarterback and the best player in the league every single time.
So you think he should have won this year?
No, but
I think he should have won last year.
I think he deserved it more than Burrow, who was being talked about every single week.
I'm talking about Burrow. I'm talking about last year.
No, last year Burrow was on people's ballots. Mahomes deserved it way more.
Okay, but Burrow didn't win it last year.
Right, I'm not saying he should have won it last year, but I'm saying 2020. I think it was 1.
That's when Lamar went off and had at that time a legendary season.
But his touchdowns though were not there. His yards were not there. He had 1,000 rushing yards and he won games, so they gave it to him. I'm not saying Lamar doesn't deserve it. I'm saying that there are years that have been there where Mahomes could have won and didn't. It's like the 2018 LeBron thing with Harden. This guy did really good. This guy did really good, but this guy's gonna do good forever. This guy did good this year, so we'll give it to him this time.
I mean, Manning played in an era when he had prime Tom Brady, he had prime Drew Brees, he had prime Aaron Rodgers. I think those 3 guys are they're way more legendary than Lamar, Burrow, and Allen.
They're still playing though. Drew Brees, when did Manning win his first MVP? Because I would almost bet that those guys were not that good yet. They weren't made people. Manning first MVP year. So we got 2007. Right.
You had Favre.
You had Favre was like not like
Eli.
Stop.
His brother.
You sound dumb, bro. Eli was never going to win an MVP ever. Brady is about the only thing you can say there. Ben was in his third year. Breeze was in his third year. Rivers was in his third year. Like, these guys were juniors, bro. They're year 3 in the league. Peyton Manning wins his first MVP. Like, Mahomes did it in the midst of prime
Brady,
Lamar, prime Jalen, prime.
Wait, you said 2007?
Yeah, that's what it says.
No, okay, hold on.
Oh, I might have this wrong. Wait, do I have it wrong?
You do. That was Tom Brady who won. 2008.
2003. Okay.
Oh, 2003.
Oh, this argument
Okay.
is so over right now. 2003. The 7 was the Super Bowl. They won their first Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
In 07. So his first MVP award was 2003. He had 29 touchdowns. Mahomes just had the first year of his career. He had 28. Like, come on, man. I don't get that.
I mean, the league has changed in terms of playing and whatnot. It has,
and that's why it's going to be harder for him to win MVP. 29 touchdowns will never win an MVP ever again unless Lamar does it with a bunch of rushing.
Okay, but like he had the most besides Brett Favre, who also threw 21 interceptions that year.
What I'm saying right now is the league has changed so much. Sam Darnold had close to 40 touchdowns last year.
Okay, so
Peyton Manning right now with 29, I get it for that era is fine, but Mahomes just had
he led the league in passing yards, 67% completion.
4,200 yards, 29 touchdowns. It's not great.
It is.
It's not. It's really not, bro. Like, I don't know.
I mean, like, I get it. It has changed, but you have to look back in that time, and that was kind of unheard of. No one else. One person.
That's unheard of.
One person had 4,000 yards that wasn't Peyton Manning. There's 2 people who had 4,000 yards that season.
Yeah.
Everyone has 4,000 passing yards in today's.
That's what I'm saying. It's easier right now. Like right now.
Peyton Manning was at the cream of the crop during that time. If Mahomes is so good, then he should also be at the top of this generation.
He is. He literally is. There's no one better. There's no one that you can even put there in the same argument and not.
I'm not saying. Stupid. I'm saying in terms of like stats and whatnot.
You can do the same thing with that too. If you go year by year, then yeah, he had 1 year where he didn't have a wide receiver 1. Beat everyone else that had one, though. Like, I don't know.
Like, he didn't even have 4,000 yards this season.
Right. He didn't have a wide receiver.
So then that's ass.
This season.
If he's the second best of all time, he should be able to put up 4,000 yards because that's just so normal
Peyton
now.
Peyton should have been better in the Broncos Super Bowl.
He had 1 extra game, too.
Peyton should have been better in the Broncos Super Bowl. Peyton should have been better in the Colts Super Bowl. Because if he's the second best of all time, you can't be getting carried in your only 2 championships you've ever won. That's ridiculous. If you're the second best of all time, you should have more than 29 touchdowns in 16 games. I just can't, like you can do it both ways, bro. Like,
bro played 16 games this year, didn't have 4,000 yards, and didn't have 26 touchdowns.
We're comparing Mahomes' worst season of his career versus Manning's first MVP. That's what this argument is. That's crazy. That's awful. Like, if the second best of all time argument is intact, then why does bro have 1.6 touchdowns per game if it's a stat thing? Like, that's stupid, bro. That's awful. 29 touchdowns is literally not even 2 a game.
But
second best of all time, can't have
it's
2
a different it's a different era.
Right, it was easier. It was easier to get accolades because all you had to do was win a bunch of games and have semi-decent stats.
The way the offense has just exploded over the last 10 years allows the quarterbacks nowadays. No, he ain't doing fucking shit.
If Mahomes was getting 45 touchdowns a year, he's not winning MVP. That's how it is right now. Manning with 29, bro.
He should be able to do that.
You put prime Manning in this day
I think Manning right now would dominate. He would dominate.
No.
Yeah, he would.
Give me one pocket passer that is, bro. He can't move. Kirk Cousins can't move. He's the 38th best quarterback in the league. Manning would probably fall somewhere around 9 to 12 because he's really
when Tom Brady was playing in this era the last few years.
He wasn't good.
He was. He was still good.
No, he was not.
Yeah, he was. He
Tom
was
Brady
still.
last year was not good at all. He had a Russell Wilson season. Looks pretty. You watch the games, it's not pretty. They went 8-9. He made the playoffs because they were in a terrible division. That Baker Mayfield is taken over and has had better records and more yards and touchdowns.
It's not about Baker.
It's not. But what I'm saying, like, we can't do that with some people and then not do that with Manning. Like, if we're saying Brady had more stats and more yards in this time, like, Baker's doing better than Brady in Tampa right now. Like, I can't give you Brady did good in this era. He didn't. That's not his fault because he was 50. But I'm saying we can't really use that as a I can't think of a word.
I mean, he did have 5,000 yards the year that they won the Super Bowl.
Right.
That's pretty good.
I agree, but it's also not like. Did he win the MVP?
No.
Right! 5,000 yards doesn't win an MVP. He was voted the number one player on the top 100, and people were knocking people over because they had Brady at 1.
Mm-hmm.
5,000 yards, and you don't even get looked at. This dude had 4,200, and we were like, freaking crown him.
Because he was the number one passer in the league.
And no one else was in the league that was any good. In 03, who was it? Like, look, passing leaders, 03. Let's look at this.
You had Tom Brady. You had Brett Favre in there. Donovan McNabb, Steve McNair, Drew.
It's the third person you listed. Like, that's...
The second guy in passing was Trent Green, Mark Bulger, Matt Hasselbeck, Brad Johnson, Tom Brady, John Kitna, Aaron Brooks, Dante Culpepper, GOAT, Tommy Maddox. Oh, what a freaking dude that guy is. Baller.
If Mahomes was playing against Tommy Maddox, he'd probably win the MVP as well. Like, there was
during this time.
Nothing. There was Brady and nothing. I'm not knocking Manning. I think he's third, and it's not even close for 4.
I think he's 2.
I think it's Brady, way down here is Mahomes, and then Manning, Mahomes is close, and then 4 is a huge gap between Manning and Montana.
I mean, the following year, he went off for 4,557 yards, 49 touchdowns, and 10 picks.
Great season. Great. Mahomes did it too.
Okay.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, his MVP season is really not that impressive. You compare Manning's MVP season, where the second best guy is Trent Green, and then you go to Mahomes, who's had Lamar, Burrow, Allen, Stafford, like all of these people that he's had to go against to beat out those guys for these awards. And then we just look at Manning and we're like, well, he won 5 MVPs. It's like, great job for being better than Trent Green 5 times. I give it to you. But I'm not knocking it. But, like, we can do it all of the time, dude. Like, his numbers are fine. He's also thrown a ton of picks. He's also...
So has every quarterback. Mahomes has 2.
Well, like, we're doing the one season thing again. So if we take out Manning's worst year and Mahomes' best year, and we compare those for some reason and then throw them away, then that's fine. That just doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, I don't know. I hate this because I'm not knocking Manning. Like, that has nothing to do with Peyton. But the dude in 8 years has had more Super Bowl success, has had more playoff success, has been far better in the playoffs, and he's right, like, average, he's right there every time. Like, if the only thing is longevity, I'll give it to you. But skill, eye test, playoff success, playoff numbers, regular season dominance, that's Mahomes all 5 times.
I just can't put him at 2.
I'm good with that, but like, if you can't put him at 2 because he's not played long enough, I'm good.
That's, for the most part, that's what it is.
Okay, that's fine. I get that because you can't play longer. Like, right now, he can't just be in the league for 20 years. That's not how it works. So I'm fair if people come at it from the angle of Manning did this body of work forever, and Mahomes has only done it for 8 years.
If you go in terms of like Manning legacy points, right? It's like Brady.
Yeah.
Brady's like, let's say like 2,000, or I'm sorry, 20,000, right?
Yeah.
Manning is like probably around like 15,000, and then Mahomes is like 12,000.
I think he's like, if he's below, I think he's like 14-5. I think if he wins the Super Bowl this last year.
Yeah, but see, the more Super Bowls you get in Madden, when you get to like your third or fourth Super Bowl, it's like 5,000 points
it
basically.
Less impressive.
It actually more impactful.
Okay.
So then it raises you up higher.
Right.
And then once you like top off at like 7, I think it becomes like 500 or something like that because people are like, who cares?
Bum.
Another Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Seen that story a bunch of times.
All right, moving on from the Pat Payton argument.
Better.
No, he's just not. Peyton has one of my favorite football plays of all time, though. I will say.
Is it the fake give when he does the loop around?
Fake give, and he's like at the 20-yard line because he ran backwards so far and he just runs in. Such a freaking G, bro. All right.
Says you don't have athleticism. Pulls up that play. Look at that.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. That's peak right there. WWE, bro. Are you ready? Are you excited?
Yeah.
WrestleMania season is upon us. We got John Cena breaking our hearts every single Monday, every single day of my life, pretty much. We got the John Cena heel turn. How do you think this is going to play out? What do you see happening? How is this making you feel right now? Do you still feel like this is a good idea? We'll flip to see who responds to it first. Call it in the air.
Tails.
It is tails. Go for it.
Okay. So first.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea.
It is. I can't believe I just said that.
So like Cena's last run.
Yeah.
It's about giving basically a huge fan service.
Right.
It's kind of like when like a new Marvel movie comes out or like Star Wars.
Yeah,
I know you don't watch any of that, so I'm gonna explain.
You're fine, dude. I watch Marvel, some of it.
Yeah.
What you make me watch.
Yeah, I know.
For sure.
Everyone always has their own idea of what they want. They
Right.
want this big, huge fan service payoff.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Cena's doing in his last run. He's like, you know what? People want to, like, and going back to his promo, he's like, yeah, you guys want to see me come out in a different attire, different song. I'm not going to give that to you because that's what you want.
Right.
But he's ultimately giving us
what we want. For sure.
Which is a Cena heel move. People have been wanting that since like 2012 against The Rock.
Maybe even earlier, honestly.
Probably earlier, okay?
Yeah.
And he's going to give us the 17th. I think that's the biggest thing. Even if it, like, it's going to be at Mania, but even if it's not at Mania, he's still going to get it. I honestly think.
If they do this whole thing and don't give it to him, that's crazy. Obviously, I started out hating this. I've grown to like it. It's entertaining. It's interesting. It brings a new thing. The biggest thing I've said with this is, like, if Cena just stayed in the babyface realm as a good person, this year would have been so predictable. We would have seen, like, you could have pretty much booked it in your sleep. Like, Cena fails here, and he fails here, and he fails here.
That's what I thought they were going to do.
He gives up. And it would have been amazing.
I thought that they were going to have him
turn,
win his last match and then just give it up at the, you know what I mean?
Which would have been awesome. And a part of me thinks that still is the best idea. But heel Cena, I have no freaking clue, bro. Cena's coming out every week. We don't know what he's doing. We don't know what kid he's going to make cry. Every single time, every single thing he says, you're just lashing onto. You're like, holy crap, bro. This feels so
And
real.
I feel like everything that he says just has almost, you can think of it as like a double meaning. And it makes you really think about what his character is going to be. And we don't even know what The Rock has to do with it really yet.
Right. Well, because if you're thinking like a feel-good story, it would have been the first thing I said. If you're thinking like freaking cinema entertainment, this is the peak, bro. Cena just coming out being the leader of just unpredictability for so long. How long do you think this lasts? Where do you see it? Okay, first of all, do you think he's going back into the good guy?
I think he's going to retire fully as a baby face.
Yeah.
Gosh. I think it at least will end at SummerSlam, like half of the year. But I could very well see it going all the way up until like his last month, maybe even his last match.
I really hope not, dude.
Just give me Rock Cena Part 3. That's all I want.
Rock Cena Part 3 needs babyface John back. Because The Rock can't turn. The Rock is too far gone, bro. The Rock is crazy.
Final boss. Give me blood and blues.
I just hope this
Mama
match,
Rhodes.
I hope this lasts longer. Like, I hope his face run lasts, like, almost half and half. I don't want to see a year-long heel run followed up by a face turn at the end, and then he wins and then rides off into the sunset. I hope we get both, kind of like what you were saying, the fan service part of it. I hope we see bad guy Cena. Maybe
give me a new belt
out on top. He comes out with the spinner. He
new
brings
belt,
everything
new
back.
belt, please,
Yeah,
new
that
belt.
thing ugly, bro. That thing ugly.
That's another thing the fans want. The fans been wanting good-looking belts.
Yeah.
Like, I love the World Heavyweight
This
Champion.
sounds so weird to everyone who doesn't watch professional.
But, like,
they just really want some good belts right now.
A big W just doesn't really do it for me that much.
See, why do I like that better than the freaking World Championship?
Because you're stupid.
No, I'm not, though. Like, the
World Heavyweight, that has something...
trash, bro.
No, it doesn't.
That thing sucks.
It has something going for it, at least.
Nah, that thing ugly.
It has a big-ass W on the front of it.
Yeah, that's sick, bro.
No, it's not.
That's 1/3 of the entire company. That W...
It looks dumb.
It sparks interest, bro. You don't know if it's the first W or the second one in WWE. You don't know. Do you know?
I don't care because it looks retarded. Give me a good-looking belt finally for the main champ, the face of the franchise.
Yeah.
Right there. Give me a good-looking belt finally.
Okay. Cena winning at Mania?
Yeah.
Okay. Cena's last match, predicted right here, right now. Cena's last match, probably at Ruthless Aggression in that pay-per-view at the end of the year.
I want it to be The Rock. This is what I want.
Yeah.
I want him to be a heel, and I want either Randy, Punk, or Cody to be the one that kind of like change his mind back.
I hope it's Randy or Punk.
Yeah.
Cody's lame. Cody doesn't have enough history with Cena.
I get that.
Yeah.
I'm only saying that because like right now it's like the big feud and whatnot.
Yeah.
But like.
Or the Undertaker. Let's go.
No.
All right, I'm sorry.
So like Punk give me Punk, have them fight. I want it to be not just a great match, but also a very good, like, I want them to kind of, like, act in it and, like, talk and, like, argue. Make it like you are fighting for something, even though the title might not be on the line or something like that.
Yeah.
And then,
you should have the Make-A-Wish kids turn them back. Dude.
Yeah.
That'd be sick, bro.
And then, like, I want there to be a big leading into, like, Cena's kind of, like, waking back up.
Yeah.
Leading into, like, The Rock. And then, like, just have it be Rock, Cena.
Yeah.
And let Cena win, obviously.
Yeah. Cena's gotta win.
He just leaves.
There's so many people saying he's gonna lose his last match. I really hope that doesn't
I hope it doesn't happen.
He needs to win his last match.
Yeah.
Like, I get some people
There's
lose
so
their
many
last match,
legends that have lost their last match.
but Cena's the GOAT, bro. Like,
I'm not saying that like an argument. Like, all those guys, whenever I hear something about them, they're always like, I wish I won my last match.
I know. Yeah.
You know, it's
I
like,
just feel like it needs
let
to
him, like, if he's not your GOAT, he's definitely in top 3.
Right.
Let him win his last match. I mean, that's why Stone Cold came back.
Right.
You know what I mean? He came back because he freaking lost.
His last match. Kevin Owens at Mania.
Yeah, but at least he won.
I agree, dude. He
It
goes
was
out
a
on
banger
top.
match, too.
It is
It was a pretty good match.
I know. Stone Cold can still sling it, man.
You know what was really good about that match?
What?
That stunner on Vince.
Heck yeah, dude. Freaking Vince at the Knicks game. All right, we're going to halftime before we get too far gone. Halftime, we got a banger. We'll see you there. All right, welcome to halftime. So much has happened between now and later. I'm just kidding. That was like 4 seconds ago. Halftime, it's the thing. If you don't know what a halftime is, it's like right in the middle, right? It's like cut in half. It splits the two things.
I love how you explain what a halftime is every single time we go to halftime.
Well, some people don't know, bro.
Also, we have been off for the past 2 weeks, so people might forget.
Right. I mean, we've had like 4 appearances in 2025. I feel like
Roman Reigns.
2019 Roman right now. Anyways, we're doing all sports. It's the off season, so we're bringing back an oldie but a goodie. We got keep, bench, cut, but we're doing all sports. We usually stick to football, not this time. We got basketball, we got football, we could do WWE, we could do anything our heart's desire. Are you ready to flip and go into keep, bench, cut, all sport edition?
Yeah.
Call it.
Tails.
It is tails. So you get to decide.
Yeah.
Or do you want to give first or do you want to answer first?
I'll answer first.
All right. First one on the keep bench cut, we have a basketball related keep bench cut. We're thinking in the terms of big men, right?
I know you like some big men, huh?
We got Shaq, Duncan, Kareem. Keep bench cut, the 3 centers. Duncan was kind of a power forward, but I feel like
big
Duncan
men.
Yeah.
Just big men.
Yeah, big men.
All right. I'm gonna keep. Wait. Okay. Keep bench cut.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Shaq,
keep.
Duncan, Kareem.
Keep Shaq.
Okay.
Bench Kareem.
That's crazy. I agree.
Cut Tim.
That's crazy though, because there's a lot of people that do not think that.
Well, what? Keeping Kareem, or like
they're saying? Oh, there's a lot of people that think Duncan's better than Kareem. I don't, but
I mean, in terms of like, I don't know. I think it goes back to the similar argument of Mahomes and Manning.
Right.
I think Kareem, like I look at them as in terms of like what they did for their era.
Yeah. No, I got you.
Kareem is widely considered top 3 all time.
Yeah.
So Duncan might, like, if you take their prime and Duncan's prime and like have them go 1-on-1, Duncan might win just because he's gonna be bigger. Yeah. Everything is more polished now.
Yeah.
So like Duncan, he's probably better.
And in
like, terms of just legacy,
Kareem. Yeah.
All right.
You can give yours.
All right.
We'll go 1-1-1-1-1-1-1. I think I did that right.
So it's any sport?
Any sport of all time.
Now, can I mismatch?
Sure.
Okay.
Dude, it's the off season, man. We don't give a frick. We're in Cancun.
Okay.
Sipping apple juice.
Keep, bench, cut. Right?
You're gonna do a goat thing, aren't you? All right, go ahead. Keep going.
Well, yeah, it could be a goat.
All right, go ahead.
Shohei, Deshaun, Kenny Pickett.
I'm keeping Kenny Pickett.
I know, he's Super Bowl champion. He's the only one on this team or on that group that has a Super Bowl.
I'm benching Shohei and I'm cutting Deshaun. Gosh.
That's a great one.
You always throw one at me that just makes me so grumpy, bro. Goodness. All right, second one. We'll go to a football one. The theme is like available quarterbacks. So we got keep bench cut, Wilson, Cousins, Rodgers. The floor is yours.
Do I have to think about money?
No.
Or just ability?
Nah, just think about like what you would go for it. Just ability.
Just ability?
Ability works.
Okay, then I want Rodgers, Russ, kicking Cousins to the curb.
I agree. Well, I'd probably... Okay, I'm weird, though.
Get his bitch ass out of here.
I'd probably take Russ over Rodgers at this point.
I want it. Over ability, he had more touchdowns.
Yeah, but, like, I don't know, dude. I just think Russ is a better guy right now.
You just love that deep ball. But that's all he has.
Dude, it's sick. Rodgers doesn't even have that, though.
He does have a good deep ball. He had a Hail Mary last season.
Okay, but, like, it was... Hail Mary... Oh, I don't want to think about Hail Marys.
He still has that great spiral. He still has the good overarching shot.
He's just such a loser and a diva, and he hasn't been relevant.
Okay, but I thought we were going based on ability.
We are, but we're... Like, I'm thinking in a realm of, like...
If you're asking me who I want the Steelers to have...
You still go Rodgers, though.
I would go Rodgers, Cousins, Russ.
Holy crap, why?
Money.
Well, right. I'm saying a quarterback that can help your team. So, like, everything's factored in. But, like, we can go ability, but we have to go, like...
Do you want...
I don't know. It's hard to say what I want, because it's, like... I want the characters factored in, because that is, like... I just don't want to think about money, because money, you'd probably just... $1 million.
I would bench him.
Why?
Because I would be keeping... I think Russ or Rodgers are better than Cousins.
Right, but if you're factoring in money, Russ is not 20-some million better than Cousins.
But he's going to be that expensive.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's why I'm not keeping Russ.
Right, but you would keep...
Russ and Rodgers are going to be the same money. They're going to be the same price, roughly. Maybe $5,000 difference.
Right.
Cousins is going to be the cheapest one.
Right.
So I'm gonna either keep Rodgers or Russ.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna bench Cousins.
I gotcha.
I think Rodgers is still going to be better than Russ.
I think we landed. I don't know what I was thinking.
I don't either.
I was just ranking them instead of like actually keeping them on the team and benching them on the team. So like I was almost playing keep cut, which is 100% my bad, and it's a mistake I won't make again. I apologize. Your turn.
Anyways, all right. So we got Jason Campbell, Brian Hoyer, Brandon Whedon.
Jason Hill. So just 2012 Browns.
Yeah.
I'm keeping.
You can't start them all three, even though that's what you guys did that season. You're riding and dying with two of them.
I'll keep Brian Hoyer because I think that's probably the best option. I will bench Jason.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know though. Brandon Whedon was kind of different with Gordon, bro. Like Brandon Whedon and Gordon had.
It's this team right now.
Oh well then, okay. I will cut Brandon Whedon because that dude is garbage.
Yeah, because he's like 56 now.
yeah, for sure. All right. To finish up, we're going coaches.
Okay.
In basketball.
Right.
In my opinion, these are the three best coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Keep bench cut. We got Phil Jackson, we got Popovich, and we got Steve Kerr.
Give me Pop.
Okay.
Give me Phil. And I'm kicking Kerr.
I would probably. Yeah, I'd probably agree.
Phil Jackson was revolutionizing with
right.
the Bills and then with the Lakers. Pop.
The Bulls.
What did I say?
You said the Bills.
Did I say the Bills?
yeah. Phil Jackson was out there with Josh Allen, dude. Heck yeah, dude. All right.
Why do you think he won MVP?
I owe it all to Phil Jackson. Okay, we can. Do you have another one?
I can do another one.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, okay. This is prime. Prime.
All of them in their peak.
Yes.
Okay.
Michael Brantley.
Gosh.
Jason Kipnis.
Nostalgia, dude.
Carlos Santana.
I'm keeping Dr. Smooth.
Okay.
Keeping Michael Brantley.
Yeah.
I'm benching Santana.
Okay.
Kipnis, you freaking suck. You're trash.
He was my favorite.
Bro, Kipnis,
He is my favorite.
I've never liked Kipnis.
Really?
He'd go up to the batter's box and he'd be like,
dude, I used to try to mimic his
weird,
batting
bro.
stance.
What are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm going 230 this year. Let's go. Like, you're
well,
not
no,
scaring anybody.
He would do that, and then he would load up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is my freaking dude,
and then
man.
He hit it to second.
I
don't know. Why? Kipnis was your favorite?
Yeah.
In that era, I think my favorite is Asdrubal. Asdrubal was my dog. He signed my T-ball glove. I was in love, bro.
Didn't he fight someone on the
probably.
field? I thought.
Oh yeah, dude, but that was sick.
It was it when he was on the Yankees or the Reds?
I mean, my favorite player now fought someone. Freaking knocked him out.
Yeah, well, I think that's every like Cleveland Indians fan is like.
Yeah, dude.
That's their favorite.
It is.
He's also the best guy.
Right.
He's there
my
for a long
second favorite
time.
is now on the Diamondbacks. Josh Naylor, rest in peace.
We got Carlos Santana back, baby.
Carlos Santana is still rocking, baby. Let's go.
Gosh.
All right. That's a wrap on halftime. Send it back to the thing. Welcome back. We hope you enjoyed that halftime of Keep Bench Cut All Sports Edition. We got 2 more segments, and then we're putting a bow on this thing, and we'll be back in a month. I'm just kidding, dude. We're back. We're back in the full swing of things. Every week is right around the corner. We can almost taste it.
Who am I?
Eddie Guerrero?
Yeah.
One of the two.
I wish it was Love.
Okay. No. All right. Next up, for the 5th segment out of the 6 segments that we do, we have the biggest threat to our beloved Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm going to flip it. We got the Cavaliers supposedly have the best team in the sport.
In terms of what record, right?
Yeah, we have the best record.
Number 1.
So we're kind of favored. I don't know if that's true, but we're going to ask ourselves the biggest threat to the Cleveland Cavs this postseason. I'll flip, you call.
Tails.
Just heads.
Dang.
So
we going for 2 for 2 right now?
Yeah, I think we're split. I think we're at 500. Biggest threat to the Cleveland Cavaliers, in my opinion. I actually really hope we don't have the same one. But I have the Boston Celtics, Tatum, Brown, the other dude from the Bucks. Who was it?
What?
The dude from the Bucks. Man.
Drew Holiday?
Yeah, that guy. So, I don't know. The Cavs have beat the Celtics. I don't know their head-to-head record this season. That usually doesn't matter, though, honestly. It sucks that they're in the Eastern Conference because I think the Cavs would have a good chance against everyone else. But it's that whole point of making it to the finals. I think there are some other teams that would give us problems, but I think the Celtics are the biggest threat. They're kind of brewing a rivalry in a way because they've kind of been on top of the East for the last 2 years, the Cavs and the Celtics. And then there's that moment where Jason Tatum pretty much tells us to go home, and then we just won the game. So I think the Boston Celtics are the scariest team in the league right now to the Cavs. If that was a game of, if they were in the series, I would have a hard time picking who would be the winner. Let's hear it. Your biggest threat to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Go for it.
What the hell's going on?
You're like, they're freaking goated. There's nobody.
Oh my gosh. I don't care about... Okay, thank you. Hold on.
You're good, man. We're not going anywhere. You kind of got a bloody lip right now, actually. That's
yeah, because Adrian punched me in the face.
It's kind of funny.
Gosh, she annoyed the crap out of me today. So, I was thinking Celtics too.
Yeah.
But I'll kind of go a different route, I guess, to kind of save that.
Yeah.
I was thinking more so like the Pacers.
The Pacers? No, okay, so you know that I'm thinking the entire league. I'm not even just thinking like the East.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like, I was going to be like, oh, what if they make it to the...
Yeah.
You know, the finals, but it's like... We don't know if they're going to make it there.
Clean sweep. No, I think the Thunder could give them problems. But, okay, so you're saying the Pacers.
I think the Pacers or the Magic.
Okay.
Magic have a really good defense.
They're up and coming for sure.
And, like, they do have enough offensive power to go even, like, blow for blow with us. I really like the Pacers offense. I think they're very efficient.
Yeah.
And I think they have a lot of three-point shooting, which could give us an issue.
Right.
Not saying that we don't have three-point shooting, but, like, their whole offense, I feel like it's based on their shooting, where we're more of like a mixed bag, I feel like.
Well, what's weird is, like, I feel like every other team that is in contention right now does not look like our team.
Right, I feel like we're very deep. We have a good defense, and we have a great offense.
You're right.
We're, like, I would say probably at least top 10 in majority of every stat category.
There are some teams in the playoffs every year because of, like, 2 guys.
Right.
We need, like, 8. like we don't even have our starting 5 is, like, not even enough.
So, like, looking at...
have, like, Ty Jerome just launching them up.
Looking at the stats, we're 11 in defense, but we're 1 in offense.
Right.
Celtics, the Magic are 1 in defense. The Celtics are 3 in defense.
Yeah.
Offensively...
That's crazy, because last year we were locked down for defense.
Right. Offensively, the Celtics... Why is that giving me the rank? 1, 2, 3... They're 9th in offense. And then the Magic are bottom.
Yeah. Right.
They're like dead last.
Right.
But they also have the number 1 defense.
Yeah.
So
that's actually insane.
It is.
Number 1 defense.
It is.
Yo, they're just playing half the sport.
The Pacers, they are they're top they're top 10 in offense. And they're 3rd in 3-point shooting, I believe.
Yeah. All right, so you think the Pacers are the biggest threat? I think the Celtics. I think the Thunder is going to be in the finals. So if we see ourselves being in the finals, I think that could be a thing.
But
I think we're gonna win, dude.
I think when it comes down to it, I think the Celtics will probably be our biggest issue.
Give me a Cavs Lakers.
Solely because
final.
they have the experience.
Yeah.
Cavs Lakers.
Cavs Lakers final, bro. I might have to go.
Guess you're going by yourself because I ain't paying a tip for a ticket.
I'm not either. I plan on sneaking in. So all right, we're gonna wrap this up with the top 10 power ranking of NFL football teams after free agency. So free agency is kind of wrapping up. It's still out there, but a lot of the signings have happened. So it's just the top 10 teams after this kind of chapter has happened. Here we go. I'm flipping.
Tails.
It's tails. Who do you have as the 10th best team in the league after free agency? Go ahead.
Get the Chargers.
I don't mind it. I don't have them on there, but the Chargers are respectful.
I think the Chargers.
They do a lot.
They got Najee.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure they got a new offensive lineman who their offensive line was already pretty stacked. They did lose Bosa, but I have faith in
Bosa's not
good old Harvey to bring in a solid defensive guy. He's a good defensive coach.
Yeah. All right, number 10, I have the Bears. I don't know, man. They attacked in free agency. They did a lot of great things. Ben Johnson is obviously there. They brought in like 3 offensive linemen. One is going to be a Hall of Famer potentially. And so what they did was they brought in veteran guys for this like 2 to 3 year window. And so I think next year they could actually do something. Because if you watch the Bears, there was a lot of games where it was neck and neck and they just couldn't. Caleb was taking too many sacks. He was also getting sacked too many times. Some were his fault, some were not his fault. So they addressed those situations. I expect the Bears to be a lot better. Number 9, who do you have?
I got my Pittsburgh Steelers at number 9.
All right, I don't have them too far off. I got the Packers
at
9. I don't know, man. That playoff game just left a poor taste in my mouth, and they didn't really do much after that. So I got the Packers at 9.
My team, if they get a quarterback, they can go up another slot or two, but they don't have one yet. We got Mason, but he all right.
Yeah. All right, number 8. Who do you have?
Number 8?
Yeah.
I got the Chicago Bears.
Yo, that's sick, dude. Dang, I thought I was gonna get some like hate for it, bro. Now all right, I got the Steelers. The Steelers brought in a dog in DK Metcalf, dude. Like, I love that pickup.
Did you see the rumors about Pickens?
No.
People are like, everyone now is saying that he's going to be getting traded and he's going to go to this team and that team. It's like, I don't think, like, we'd be stupid if we got a new receiver and then traded our already existing receiver there.
They're pretty much like the same person. Big, physical dude, make crazy catches.
I know.
Got late speed. Like, if you picked up DK to just get rid of him, you might as well have just kept George and not went and got DK.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, yeah, no, that doesn't make sense.
We got an older Pickens, practically.
No, I think DK and Pickens, that's the only reason.
I think we got to at least see what happens for it, at least half a year.
Well, and I think it'll work. And, like, right now I have the Steelers at 8. I mean, I get that they don't have a quarterback. They're going to. Their quarterback is not going to be Mason Rudolph. Lord, I hope. Actually, I kind of hope so. But, yeah, I got the Steelers at 8. 7, who do you have?
I got the Rams.
I got the... Wow, dude, there's just a lot. There's going to be a lot of decent teams next year. Like, I didn't even put the Rams. I don't know. Maybe I should have. I don't know. 7, I got the Lions. I don't think they did much in free agency. They will get Aiden back. That's going to be huge, hopefully. I just don't think they're ready, to be honest. I don't know. I'm not trying to, like, start a thing like I always do for the Lions, but that's where I have them. 6, who do you have?
Get the Vikings.
Okay. We're not gonna
solely because JJ. Just because of JJ. I don't know what he's going to do yet.
Yeah.
But, like, they made great moves, I think, this offseason. So, he's going to go into a good team.
Number 6, I have potentially, if not the Bears, I have the other winner of free agents, the Commanders, out there making moves. There was probably 3 teams that won free agency. I think the Commanders are one of those teams. I think they got significantly better, and they were literally one game away from the Super Bowl last year. So give me the Commanders at 6. 5, who do you have?
I got the Commanders at 5.
All right, I have the Ravens at 5. Do you not have the Ravens, dude? All right.
No, I do.
Okay,
I do.
okay. I was like, bro, wait, what? Okay. I got the Ravens at 5. I don't think. Yeah, I mean, there's not much there to say.
Right.
I don't think they did a whole lot, but they're just gonna be up there anyways.
I got the Ravens at 4.
Dang, dude. I just let me say something. I did not see you having the Bears and the Ravens higher on the list than I did. That's kind of insane. I don't like where we're going. All right, 4. I got the Vikings. I think they absolutely killed it. This is another team. This is probably the team that made the most like significant moves. Just a bunch of stuff that I just love. They brought over a bunch of people. They kept people. They didn't really have to get rid of anyone except for Sam Darnold, and I think they'll be fine. The Vikings at 4. Number 3, who do you have?
I got the Bills.
Same. First knuckle bump. Let's go. Number 2, who do you have?
The Chiefs.
Me too. Me too, bro. I'll concede. I don't care. It might not be that like that forever, but for right now, I do have the Chiefs at 2. Are you proud of me, bro? I don't know.
I am.
That's a big moment. Number 1, the Cleveland Browns, baby. No, I'm just kidding.
I get the New York Football Giants.
The New Football Giants. It's crazy. Yeah. So we just got the.
Now, for real though, I got the Texans because you don't need your quarterback to have any protection or anything.
No.
You get rid of the best. Well, not the best. Like a top 5 left tackle in the league for peanuts.
They're fine. I mean, they already struggled last year with them.
Yeah. Stroud already had no time to pass the ball, so the only obvious answer is to get rid of the only good guy you have on that line.
They bangled this thing, bro. They completely bangled
He's
it.
gonna be Deshaun 2.0.
No. What?
He also had no offensive line.
Yeah.
He was also running for his life.
Oh.
You know what that makes you have to do?
Well, I don't think
get massages. And you know what you do when you get massages? From everything I've heard, you ask for a little bit extra.
Okay.
And then you get traded to Cleveland for like 10 first-round draft picks, and you get a bag. You don't play for about 2 years of that contract. Then you come back, you suck ass, you tear your Achilles, and then they go out there and get a quarterback who has a Super Bowl in small hands to replace you.
I'm not gonna lie. I think we can just end it there.
Don't worry.
I think you cooked.
Don't worry. About 4 years, you guys can have Jackson Dart after he wins the Super Bowl in Philly.
Please no. All right. I'm speechless. Like, comment, subscribe. See you later.